Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change through the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hoosiers' offense comes onto the field first today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Right side, it's Becker. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. With the catch, it's Becker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to pass again. He's got it. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the guy that will be running the show. And he's gotten himself right in the middle of the early Heisman race with his performance. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now here's Carr. Right down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice.
Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 50, at the 30, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick give. It's Jackson. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He'll try to get to the marker himself, and he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action, Carr. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick step and go. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap.
Snags it, and there's running room. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Touchdown, Wolverines! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Carr. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Right on target this time. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes a grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and then just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the ground, it's Jackson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll try to do it himself. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Got his man on the outside. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Carr. Stepping to the right. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Chandler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Oregon, taking on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And it's the Ducks, looking to push their record to 4-1 on the season. And you do that, you're in the driver's seat in terms of locking down a postseason spot. Although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in Bloomington. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Carr above the noise. He'll pull it down and run. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Carr on play action. Under pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just barely got rid of it.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. They take the lead here in the second half. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
Man, I am a great player.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. There's a little room there. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and He has delivered for his offense all game long.
Across the 35. But, and he's got room. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Inside the 15. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on... Now. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great...
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it.